ROSD has had a significant impact on this market, and I believe that since its launch, we have seen some significant actions taken by Ripple and even by ROSD to essentially pave the way for it to emerge as the market's leading stablecoin. However, we have a lot to discuss because it seems like the United States in particular is beginning to view stablecoins in a totally different way. My name is Nick, and I hope that everybody who is new to the channel will subscribe before the end of this video. Welcome to the Pepo Coin channel, everyone. Let's get started. First off, a lot of ROUSD has been minting from Ripple, 9.1 million in particular, and a lot of people are beginning to make assumptions. What's happening here? Basically, ROUSD is supported by a lot of volume. People are interested in using ROUSD. However, I also believe that something far larger might be involved. As I mentioned before, there have been some significant movements around the stable currency. Token relations come first. We now know that they are collaborating with Ripple, but this is essentially simply a research platform, if you will. Every month, they provide their community with the greatest updates, stats, and insights in one location by extending their coverage to include Ripple, XRP, XRPL, ROUSD, and more. Once more, this isn't a big deal, but it does enable us to do a little more investigation. Therefore, token relations might undoubtedly be a source of more information if you guys were interested. The location for that. Now, I usually enjoy keeping an eye on chain metrics. For instance, you could check the XRP ledger, the chain, or, if you like, either scan when something like 9.1 ROUSD has changed. Additionally, you could observe what goes on behind the scenes, but you couldn't see where it's going or what it's being used for. Basically, all that is visible is that it is being minted. However, I have a suspicion that a significant portion of the ROUSD minting had to do with the recent events, which were, in addition to Zero Hash X, Ripple just announced a partnership with the Revolut app. These two are major participants in the payments ecosystem, if you will. We are aware of Ripple's significant presence in the payment, remembrance, and cross-border payment spaces. Thus, this makes a great deal of sense. However, many people are truly unaware of Zero Hash's size. They only have roughly 5,000 followers on X if you visit their account there. Well, this isn't really much at all, you may be thinking. However, we are beginning to hear from Zero Hash's CEO. Additionally, there have been some developments in the stablecoin and cryptocurrency payment area, particularly the uptake of this. Let's go over to Zero Hash's announcement first, but we'll get into that here in a moment. We are therefore happy to announce that we have added Ripple USD to our stablecoin portfolio. Customers of Zero Hash can now use RLUSD to conduct transactions on the Ethereum and XRP ledger networks thanks to this integration. Our position as a comprehensive solution is further supported by the fact that Zero Hash's SDK infrastructure now supports over 65 digital assets, including 5 stablecoins across various chains. For platforms looking to create and develop innovative methods of storing, trading, and transferring value over the world, according to Zero Hash's CEO, the company's dedication to provide its clients access to the most cutting-edge and regulated stablecoin technology is demonstrated by the inclusion of RLUSD in its ecosystem. The CEO of the company has now given us an update on stablecoins and even chains. As a result, we anticipate a rise in chain fragmentation and the emergence of new stablecoins this year. Chains and stable currencies won't be important to users in 3 years. They only need to send money and it will start working right away. Our daily obsession is this abstraction of infrastructure. This is where the Zero Hash API is located. Naturally, the RLUSD is one of the stable currency that we have. Furthermore, you won't actually notice that it's comparable to the internet, right? For example, I frequently discuss this in terms of widespread adoption. When individuals just recognize its advantages, mass adoption occurs, the technology doesn't matter to them, they only perceive the advantages. When we consider that, it will be a lot like cryptocurrency in this instance. Yes, I don't even think it will take 3 years, but suppose that in 3 years, people won't even be interested in what's going on underneath. All they want is for it to succeed. Thus, that is precisely how mass acceptance occurs. Although we'll discuss that in more detail here shortly if we stop by here, we also have from Zero Hash's CEO, and this is sort of revealing to us the true size of Zero Hash. Therefore, millions of individual transactions were settled in the first 20 days of 2025 with zero hash, according to 2025 historical transaction volumes. With increased growth in trade tokenization, payment, rails, payments remittances on ramping and accounting funding, we are on pace to surpass the total transaction volume from the previous year in the first few months of 2025. Furthermore, the use of this technology is still in its early stages. Additionally, the CEO has been providing us with some updates on the past few years. For instance, after 7 years of creating Zero Hash, I'm thrilled to be joining X in a personal role. About myself, Zero Hash was established in 2017 to offer stables and cryptocurrency infrastructure, 5 million end users and over 45 billion settled consumers. Since 2017, they have had 5 million customers and 45 billion transactions. Lead a remarkable 170-person global team. Given the size of Zero Hash and the potential impact on RLUSD, we may potentially be exposed to some of those 5 million clients as well as a significant amount of that transaction volume, which is around $45 billion. You can see that this is essentially a cryptocurrency and stablecoin-driven experience for some of the largest players out there if we actually switch over to Zero Hash. For instance, DraftKings, Stripe, you have MoonPay on here, Moneyline, Step, Interactive Brokers, and of course a few more companies that are involved. However, it's rather thrilling to see the whole landscape being developed in front of us in order to make room for these new digital assets and payment technologies that are truly driving the payments environment. Let's not overlook Revolut now either, should we? Revolut is a major participant. For instance, Revolut has more than 50 million users here, but that's not all, is it? According to their website's About section, they have more than 50 million users, but they also have access to more than 500,000 commercial customers worldwide. We can actually see the figures by years, and this is a major participant in the payments environment. Although 2024 has not yet arrived, it is evident that they are continuing to expand year after year, which is always quite thrilling to witness. And once more, you can see where this is going, right? They are backing ROUSD. In addition to that, let's visit this significant upgrade. Thus, SBI, the biggest bank in Japan, will soon offer ROUSD and USDC. Big shot to bank XRP for this digital asset or ecosystem of the SBI Group. Stablecoins will also be handled by SBI VC, the venture capitalist side of things. Circle and Ripple are identified as the stablecoin issuers. It's really encouraging to see that these are the only two who they are genuinely prepared to collaborate with. Additionally, SBI Group is the largest external shareholder in Ripple, a U.S. business that uses the cryptocurrency asset XRP to develop international remittance technology, and it now holds about 9% of the company's shares based on actual ownership. Partnership in creating JV International Recollections using XRP, issuing NFTs at Expo 2025 in Osaka, Kansai, Japan, etc. With them accurately stating such. However, the complete breakdown of this is down here, and we can also observe the lifespan. Ripple, which was established in September 2012, in 2016, SBI created a Ripple in Asia. Well, March 1st, 2016, SBI 60% Ripple 40% was then established by SBI Ripple Asia by May 2016. And then, of course, in 2021, SBI Remit began offering the first international remit service in Japan, utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. Then, in December 2024, sales of ROU